Referee calls for the bell, and we are underway with our first quarterfinal match here at the 2005 Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup. 16 men began, 8 remain, and it is now Vordell Walker against Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal out of the Midwest, St. Louis region. He's a competitor for the Ring of Honor organization as well, NWA Mid-South, as well as NWA Wildside. Current NWA Midwest X Division champion. Defeated Tony Kozina in first-round competition to work his way into this match, while Vordell Walker came up with a victory in a very unique matchup against Tony Mamaluke.
And there you see some of the offense Vordell unleashed last night against Tony Mamaluke. That was as hard-hitting a matchup as we've seen in the first round so far. And Matt Sydal needs to do just that right there and use his quickness, because he does not want to get into a slugfest with the shooter Vordell Walker.
Sydal, very agile competitor, known for lots of high-flying maneuvers. He does the shooting star press, cannonball dives to the floor, standing moonsaults, and whatnot. A very gifted performer. Many have compared him to AJ Styles, or young AJ Styles.
Look,
you see some of it right there.
Look at the quickness of Matt Sydal.
All of that to go into a wrist lock.
And he needs to do a lot of that to keep Vordell Walker at bay, because he is a heavy, heavy hitter, and I do not think Matt Sydal wants to start trading chops.
No, you don't want to get into a striking game or a power game. Someone like Walker, as he connects and turns Matt Sydal inside out.
Vordell Walker and Tony Mamaluke last night just about beat each other half to death here in the first round. And there's an exploder, and he drops it right on top of his head.
Just see the power right there as he just launched him into the air.
Sydal goes halfway across the ring and winds up in the seat in the front row there. Double-handed chop by Walker. And a second. Sydal fires back with a couple of chops. Don't even seem to faze Walker.
Well, he's not going to back down. Matt Sydal's got a lot of heart and determination. I don't know if he has as much brains to go along with that, because, again, yeah, you don't want to get into a striking game with someone the sheer size and strength of a Vordell Walker.
Sydal giving up 35 pounds or so here to Vordell Walker. Walker, the largest man in this tournament, and he is using that strength and size advantage here. He is taken off his feet with a standing Hurricane Rana. Cover, Star Stevens down. Walker kicks out at 2.
Hook the leg, man. Only 2.
Sydal needs to use his quickness, like we said. He needs to stick and move. He cannot be trading with Vordell Walker, no matter if he's getting success as he did right there. Walker can turn the tables quickly, and there it is with a power slam. This might be it right here. Hooks the leg and all. Just a 2 count.
Not able to get his shoulder up. Sydal likes to put the half Nelson pump handle driver to use. Here it is, driver, because he really strongly yells, "There it is," before he does it.
Walker fires a hard kick to the back and has him set up against the ropes. Another double-handed chop. Walker, he's the only person I've ever seen use that 2-handed chop like that. Oh, Sydal saw him set early, held onto the ropes, jackknife cradle, hits the legs. Almost a quick victory there by Sydal. Presence of mind.
That double-hand chop, reminiscent, I mean, the only person that I could think of would be like a Ricky Steamboat. Would utilize it from time to time. Cannonball leg drop off the second.
Right across the throat. Again, not hooking the leg. Finally gets the cover, and Walker again kicks out at 2.
Got a little split here. Maybe a few more Vordell Walker fans in attendance, as he is more familiar to the fans here in Brandon.
Sydal, however, very impressive last night. Everyone I spoke to, very impressed by his performance in the first round, beating a veteran like Tony Kozina. And he is trying to do the same with Vordell Walker.
Wow.
Showing a little strength in his own there as he's able to power Walker up with a suplex. And look at Walker clutch the back of his neck. Can he kick out? 1, 2, Stevens. Star Stevens right there with the count. 2.5, and Vordell able to slip out.
Sydal very close to getting a victory right there, just off a vertical suplex. But showing, he spends a lot of time in the gym himself.
Sydal in very good shape. Walker, though, just a big size advantage. Look at the right hands. He is firing away on Sydal, and he's able to take the advantage and go right to work on the ankle. Trying to go for the ankle pick there.
And trying to pull Sydal to the middle of the ring and away from the ropes at the very same time. Sydal in a world of hurt right now.
He has got to find a way to make it to the ropes or he is going to be finished right here in the quarterfinals. Can he make it to the ropes? Look at Walker hanging on for dear life, but Sydal is able to crawl across and make it to the ropes.
Very wise strategy on Vordell's part of these to go after the legs of Sydal because they're what he uses to use his speed and use those ropes to his advantage. He doesn't have legs. He's going to have to stay on the ground. Where Walker will have the advantage. Standing, no, maybe, yep, standing moonsault right across the back.
Hooks the leg. Sydal with the cover. Grasps the hands together, trying to get a little extra momentum and strength there on that cover. Still only able to get a 2 count. About took Walker out of his boots with that clothesline before that standing moonsault. Fans once again behind both guys here. Very split down the middle. Double chop to the back by Walker.
And again.
Sends him off. Reversal by Sydal. Leg lariat.
Matt needs to follow up here, go for a cover, or hit another high-impact move, but he's so worn down from Vordell Walker's strikes and his strength that he can't follow up immediately.
See the chest, if we can get a shot on that side of his chest, it just beat red from all the chops from Vordell Walker. That leg lariat, though, is taking something out of Vordell Walker. He tries to make his way to the floor, bides some time, and Sydal smartly gets right on him and goes right back to work. He doesn't want to give him a chance to catch his breath.
Sydal with Walker by the head, drives that leg across the chest, drives him down to the canvas. Matt looking to take a chance here.
Going up to the top, Walker on the mat, Sydal up top. Looking to pounce here.
Shooting star press.
Lands on his feet. Unbelievable. Walker rolls out of the way. Sydal able to land on his feet. Catches Walker coming in with a back elbow. And the STO takes him right out of his boots. Hooks the leg. Star Stevens down and it's over.
The STO earns Vordell Walker entry into round number 3 here in the 2005 Peterson Cup.